Ladies and gentlemen, this is UX and this is If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, Episode 12, Primarch Pessimism. Pessimism? Okay. This was channel Brua Alpha Bosa. One of my favorite series ever. Not just of Warhammer 40k, but anything. I love the writing and everything. So, yeah, I guess we're going to talk about some Primarch in this one. Yeah, the previous 2-3 parts were way too good, right? I mean, it's just getting better and better. I hope the quality doesn't trail down. I hope it just gets better or at least stays the way it is. So, yeah. Remember, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe. So, I know which type of videos to react to more, I guess. Check out the reaction I did. There's a link in the description. Comment down if you want to react to any specific video. I'm going to do Temple Institute's Astra Militarum tomorrow, if I can. I really want to do that, you know, but I don't have much time, so I'm doing reactions in a small time here and there. But I'm gonna take time and react to that because I don't want to rush in Warhammer 40k video to do reaction. I don't want to miss anything. So yeah, I'm gonna do Astra Militarum tomorrow, and then day after that I'm gonna start Lutin's video on Imperium of Man second part. So yeah, let's do this one. There's an intro now.
What the fuck was that?
So, I didn't know you could contact people through telepathy like that.
I was about to thank you for a job well done on stopping that Inquisitor, but then I remembered how headachingly retarded you are.
Oh, yeah. The leader, the custodian, general whatever, and the custodians were basically about to kill that Inquisitor. And, Emperor intervened. Okay.
Of course I can contact people telepathically. I'm the motherfucking Emperor.
So why haven't you ever done that earlier? Like, before the text-to-speech device was implemented?
I have you fucking Chiquita man. Quite a few times in fact.
Oh, really? No. I haven't heard anything at all.
Have you ever used telepathy?
No, I haven't, sir. I'm not a psycho. I think.
Then shut the fuck up about it. You're obviously not aware that using telepathy to communicate like that can be really straining on the mind.
But my lord.
Wait a minute, does that mean Emperor can only contact people who are psychers? He can only use his telepathy to contact who other people who can use telepathy can't contact somebody who are not psychers, who don't have access to the warp like that?
Aren't you the greatest psyker in the galaxy? Shouldn't a little bit of telepathy be like taking a casual killing stroll through a field of alarmed Eldar to you?
It was easier in the past, when my psyche wasn't ravished to lunacy, and splintered by the endless agonizing torment I received from sitting on this throne. Slowly but surely I'm having my soul torn apart by the entropy of the warp grinding against the powers of my mind, while my body decays in perpetual pain, and I'm being forced to live through every second of it.
Endless torment, my lord? Lunacy? Your soul being torn apart? What?
You don't have to remind me about what I just said, you fucking asshole. I'm not that senile just yet.
I didn't know it was like that, my lord. I'm so sorry.
Isn't it obvious? I've been sitting here on this fucking throne for 10,000 years, slowly rotting away while constantly powering the Astronomicon and fighting off the horrors of the warp at the same time. It's no walk in the fucking park, you dipshit. Just sitting still without moving for this long is horrible. Can you even begin to imagine the muscle cramps I have experienced? Also, my nose has been itching like a lawnmower ever since I was put here.
Yeah.
It doesn't even exist anymore, but it just keeps itching. And I know exactly who to blame for it.
Nurgle, I hate you and everything you stand for.
Nurgle is giving him the itch. This is so good. Finally, Chaos Gods. I love this shit. Finally, the Chaos Gods are here. I love this, man. And yeah, the point he made that I don't even have a nose, but still have an itch there. There is a phenomenon like that, people who actually lose the limbs, right? They could still somewhat feel it or something. It's just your brain, because your brain is used to those limbs or something like that. So that's not really far-fetched. If somebody loses their limb and they feel they have the itch in their limb, that could be because of that. It's a real thing.
But phantom itching is probably the best thing you ever invented.
Won't stand the succulent
torment is getting me so damn horny. Anyone can please run this chair next deep inside me and run it as hard as you can.
The ever-living motherfucking cock biscuits stole my chain axe!
Oh, corn.
I am grown.
That was corn, the red text, so that was corn. Oh, this is so good. At the point they made, wait a minute, if Emperor dies, will he go to, obviously he will go back to warp, right? Is he a being that can go back to warp, since his beginning is weird? He's immortal in a way, right? He lived for thousands and thousands of years. He's clearly way too powerful. He could be a creation of something even, more powerful than any chaos gods, maybe, I don't know. So I think everything goes back to the warp when he dies. So even when the Emperor dies, he will go back to the warp and probably will become a chaos god or something. I don't know.
To think that you suffered this absolutely atrocious fate to keep mankind alive. You truly are the graceful guardian of our entire species.
Thanks, I get that a lot. So yes, sitting on this throne for an extended period of time is absolutely grade A fucking awful.
No wonder you use profanity all the time.
Shut up you fucking cockstogies, and fuck my fucking nose is killing me fucking damn.
Oh, YouTube.
I know, let's change the subject. Maybe that'll get your mind off it.
Do it fucking fast. I'm feeling a giant warp storm incoming.
So how about those trade allegiance, huh?
Everyone, you have to listen. It better be important, number 87453. We are busy staring at this piece of metal. We've received absolutely technorific news.
Did they move Toaster 6 stage today?
Even better, they've found a new STC fragment on a planet right on the border of the Segmentum Solar, in the so-called Arroyor subsector.
Is this really true?
Yes, an expedition fleet is on its way right now.
Oh, I just oiled my robes.
Yeah, they would.
Am I still alive? Oh damn, I'm still alive!
Magnus, Fulgrim, Perturabo, Mortarion, Lorgar, Conrad, Enron, Alpharius Omegon, and fucking Horus. My sons, created in the laboratories of Luna, made out of my very own genes. To think that they would ever fucking betray
Oh! Well, my lord, Lease, Lehman, Russ, Ferris, Manus, Vulcan, Roble Dawn, Robert Gullivan, Sanguinius, Lionel Johnson, Jagatai Khan, and Corvus Corax remain loyal to you.
That's still not fucking good enough. I mean, I was a great fucking father to all of them, even if they all had their obvious flaws. Magnus being a nerdy fucking bookworm, and the Psyker not ever being able to stand up to the brothers who bullied them over it. Fulgrim being a sissy fucking brown noser who would rather indulge himself in his secret quest to obtain more fabulous hair than me. To this day, he has not succeeded. Perturabo was always so volatile and childish, constantly bitching and moaning when he didn't get as he wanted. Mortarion constantly smelled like shit from day one. Lorgar was a brainwashed choir boy with a massive victim complex. Conrad couldn't stand a little fucking sunlight, and kept feeling persecuted by his fantasies about a dark and depressing future. Angron was constantly mad. Like, extremely, earth-shatteringly, unreasonably fuck-ass mad. Probably because he had those fucking nails in his brain. Alpharius Omegon had huge anonymity issues, and fucking Horus started off nice and friendly, but then he decided to stop trusting me when I left for Terra and became an edgy rebel instead, leading all traitor legions to Terra and then put me on this fucking throne.
Right, my lord. It is no wonder the most flawed sons of yours betrayed you. The pure, noble, and flawless ones were to remain, naturally.
I'd agree with you, but no. Even the loyal ones were flawed as fuck. Leman Russ was bigoted, self-righteous, unnecessarily rash, and had a fetish for wolves. Ferris Manus was a brutish-ass crack with a survival of the fittest mindset, thinking all quote-unquote weakness within the human species needed to be destroyed. Vulcan died all the fucking time, and was always too damn nice. Rogodorn was just way too uptight, and brutally honest, never being capable of even telling a white little lie to make someone feel better about themselves. Robert Gilman always acted infallible in his steadfast clinging to everything being held traditional, plain and unconfucking-ventional, yet wasn't as infallible as he wanted to believe. Lionel Johnson was just
Father of the year right here. Look at that. All the qualities. I bet he treated his kids just like that. To wonder they betrayed him. I mean, what could it be? First of all, chaos got to them, isn't it? So it's not that they didn't deliberately betray the emperor. Chaos got to him, right? So I don't know. I guess in this series we are supposed to think that emperor is not thinking that way. Like chaos. It doesn't matter if chaos got to them or not. They literally betrayed us or something like that.
just a mess. Being both a self-absorbed, spiteful and envious prick and an honorable, courageous and dutiful warrior at the same time. Fucking confusing. Jagatai Khan was always so fucking reckless and constantly hyped on speed. And lastly, Corvus Corax was always so infernally fucking angsty.
Oh, I see, my lord. Wait, what about Sanguinius?
Don't you talk shit about my fabulous fucking hawk boy. He died for me, so be grateful.
Alright, of course. Well, what about those other two Primarchs? I don't even remember their names.
We don't talk about them.
Why?
Because we don't talk about them.
Right, I won't ask again. However, I just cannot understand why they'd betray you.
I know, right? I mean, sure,
No, right.
Beauregard grew up on a planet full of chaos worshippers, but that doesn't mean he could then start using his fucking brain. Especially once I came along to straighten him out. The rest seemingly just did it because they either were corrupted by chaos through Beauregard, took too much offense when I told them I had some daddy things to do back on Terra, or when I tried to correct them when they were doing stupid things.
I have to ask, since that's apparently my duty nowadays. Why did you not tell them what you were going to do back on Terra?
Well, what was I supposed to say? I can't just tell my own children that I'm building a gate into the webway because I need some booty and Eldar prostitutes are cheaper and a lot less shot.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, I can't just tell them that I'm building a gate into the webway because humanity needs some booting up in its transportation department and Eldar webways are safer and a lot less.
No, just fucking no. From now on, this is what I'm gonna think. Even though this is this is clearly not lore. I don't know. This is what I'm going to think every time. Why was Emperor going back to Terra and building a door into the webway? Because he wanted cheap Eldar ass, I guess. Oh god, this is so good. Yeah, seriously, it was his fucking fault, right? I mean, he didn't tell any Primarchs like chaos exists and chaos can corrupt them, and just fucked off to back to Terra, and that caused the issue in the first place.
Less shoddy than warp travel.
Oh, that's what I thought.
I could not take any risks with this project, and telling my sons would indeed have created unnecessary risks. Their trust in me should not have swayed when I left. It's not like I'm demanding full access disclosure to their everyday lives, even if I am their father. I mean, imagine if I had, for example, stepped into Lionel Johnson's room and been all like, hey sonny, how's building that homosexual nightclub coming along for you?
Oh yes, I fully understand, my lord.
In fact, as well as returning to Terra to build the human webway, I guess you could also say that I was testing them to see how my sons would work together witut me to guide them.
I guess result wasn't good.
Not much better than regular humans left to their own devices.
I see. Can I ask about another thing?
You're going to anyway, regardless of how I answer, aren't you?
Even if all of your sons are obviously flawed, isn't there anything good about them? I mean, even the ones who betrayed you? Is there anything good you see in them?
Well, now that you mention it.
Well, what? That's it? What, in next part he's gonna praise all of them or something? The 15th son is the next part. Wait a minute, so is he going to talk about the two of them that there is no record of? How is he going to talk about them? I think the official lore is not there. So what is going to make up shit? I'm pretty sure the official lore is not there. Two of the Primarchs, two of the 18 or something, is there is no lore. It's like names are forgotten or something, right? Ah, this series is so good. Alright people, that was If the Emperor Had a Text to Speech to Us, episode 12, Primarch Pessimism. Okay, that's what it means, pessimism. Like there's a Primarch named Pessimism. No, but it means pessimism. Alright, if you like my Rick don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the Rick there's a link in the description. Check out the cast or different playlists like Warhammer 40k playlist with all my Warhammer 40k reactions in it. Tier Zoo, Kazakhstan Nutshell, John Tron, internet historian. And yeah, I'll see you next time.